Hey, come here and check this out. If you didn't see last Saturday's lesson, then be sure to go check that out, and there'll be a link in the description for you. But basically it's where I showed you how to take a small section of the pentatonic and then be able to play that all over the fretboard. And I basically dubbed it something like be able to play all over the fretboard in 60 seconds. But of course, it was a longer video than that. It was longer than 60 seconds. But the idea is that you could take this shape, and once you learn it, I mean, obviously that wasn't 60 seconds. You could move it up again, find the octave, move it up again, move it up again, then find the octave and move it up again, move it up again, and just play all over the fretboard with just that one little shape, which can be used, because it's pentatonic, it can be used over a lot of stuff. Pretty much any of those chords that you see in this shape, any of those notes that can be transferred into chords, like your F major, your G minor, your A minor, your C major, and then your D minor, can be used. And then you can resolve back to any of those, and it's going to sound a little modal. Next Saturday, I got a lesson coming up that's going to basically kind of show you that, how you can take that and make any of this type of stuff sound more modal with your playing. And what you would be playing here is you'd be playing kind of a Dorian mode, and then it would move to a Phrygian, then it would move to a Mixolydian, and then it would move to an Aeolian. And that's going to give you some options in your playing, even if you're just playing these little shapes. It's going to allow you to play up and down, create some really cool dynamics, and all kinds of cool stuff. So if you missed it, and you just want a quick little teaser, basically what I'm doing is I'm playing this shape on the 6th string at the 3rd and the 5th frets of the 6th, the 5th, and the 4th strings. That octave is going to be repeated then on the 4th and the 3rd strings at the 5th and the 7th frets. 2nd string is going to be at the 6th and the 8th. And then the octave will repeat again at the 8th and the 10th on the 2nd and the 1st. And then we can transfer that back to the 8 and the 10 on the 6th and the 5th. Then move that up to the 10th and the 12th on the 5th, the 4th, and the 3rd. Moving up to the 12th and the 14th on the 3rd string, and then the 13th and the 15th on the 2nd and 1st strings. And then, of course, going back to that 13 and 15 on the 6th string, because, of course, whatever you play on the 1st string, you can play on the 6th string. Then sliding up, and we're back to my original shape. Now we're at like the true octave here, which is played on the 15th and the 17th of the 6th string. It mirrors the 3rd and the 5th, and now we're just playing the same pattern again. And then allows you to go up there. So it's only a chunk of the pentatonic, right? There's going to be notes left out, and that's going to allow you to explore that shape that's repeated all over the place. But then when you start adding in the rest of the pentatonic and you start connecting them like puzzle pieces and realizing the patterns just kind of connect, then you're going to be able to open up your world to a lot more than just, you know, being stuck in this little section. But it still allows you to move back and forth, which I think is pretty cool. So I do have some stuff on my Patreon where I explore the entire pentatonic and how those shapes do lock together like puzzle pieces. But before you check that out, be sure to sign up for my free course over at justpickuptheguitarandgo.com. It's a free 7-day course. It breaks down a lot of the diatonic or 7-note scales, but also shows you the pentatonic and how they kind of fit in, and helps you understand how they all lock together. It is a free course, and it also gives you access to a little membership area that I have, which is also free. Don't even need to log into it or anything, right? You'll be on my email list, you'll have access to that. And then when you get in there, you'll be able to see tabs for the lesson that I put out on Saturday, which will show you how to play all these different shapes and run up the neck with them so that you can understand a little bit better how to do this. Then on Saturday, I'll be putting out a lesson where I kind of show you how this fits over some chord shapes and breaking it down even further. So be sure to check that out.